And as we're seeing right now with Marvel right now, what the hell's happening? Who's casting who? Who is running the house of mouse? That's my big question. And that leads me to our featured story of the night. It all kind of ties together as our featured story because, again, we're talking about Marvel, but I want to dive into the Fantastic Four and all the rumor mills going out there because people are going nuts right now because of shows like Secret Invasion not doing well. Hearing about how that Echo is going to be. People being unhappy with She-Hulk. I mean, there's been a lot of shows that people have not been happy about, and with this whole phase of Marvel. And of course, we have a strike and what's happening, and people are going like rampant about who's me cast as what, but the Fantastic Four now, again, the casting they're saying is changing. Again, this is like one of those things that I think they don't know what's going on. They get their house in order because things are messed up. Now they're saying that, okay, Human Torch. New rumors right now. Jack Quaid apparently is in the mix, they're saying. And of course, he's from The Boys. That's a whole thing. They were joking about it on The Boys' official Twitter today or yesterday. So I don't think that's actually a real thing. There's rumor he might actually play Silver Surfer even. But that's like a whole thing that's a rumor world. It's just whatever it is. But also Joseph Quinn really is the main person people are saying will probably play Human Torch. If you're like, who's Joseph Quinn? Well, if you've watched Stranger Things, of course, he's the guy with the long hair that gets killed at the end of last season because he's rocking out trying to save his friends. But they're also talking about Mr. Fantastic. Now, you know, we were saying...
Who is he supposed to play?
Human Torch.
Oh, okay, carry on.
But they're also saying, like, you know, Mr. Fantastic. Now Matt Smith's in the mix. And I'm like, Matt Smith? Like, really? I don't want to see Matt Smith as Mr. Fantastic. You know who that is. House the Dragon. Like, Doctor Who. The Morbius.
Uncle Fucker?
Well, Uncle Fucker, Sabrina calls him. Uncle Fucker. He's apparently up for it now. They're saying they're negotiating with him. But this is what I'm saying. Like, these rumors are going rampant. The also Sue Storm, they're saying that Vanessa Kirby's actually probably the one that's going to be getting this.
Oh, I like her.
They're saying that she probably already signed on because of the writer's strike and the actor's strike. They're saying that they're doing temp stuff with Quinn and that he will eventually probably take over. They're still saying Daveed Diggs and Galactus was supposed to be Denzel, which I'm still saying he turned it down apparently. I'm still saying Kang for Denzel. Come on. This is the rumor shit going on because people are going nuts about Marvel these days. They're like, do something good, make the fans happy. The Deadpool stuff going on has been nuts too. They're even saying that Cassandra Nova's coming in for Deadpool and for Deadpool 3 to be like the twin sister of Professor X. And I'm like, is that really going to be a thing? I don't really know. I'd be Mr. fucking Fantastic. Yes, I would. And there's Mephisto. Oh, and there's no fucking Mephisto coming, fans. Calm the fuck down. Mephisto's never coming, and Borat will not be Mephisto. I'm putting it out right now. That's all fucking bullshit, rumor shit. And also they're saying, there's all this shit, Sean. There's all this shit, Sabrina, Mike, and it drives me nuts because... the Marvel Universe is falling apart like we were saying about Secret Invasion. I just wanted to address all these rumors. I think they're all, you know, a fart in the wind. And I think that we're not going to know until we know. And Comic-Con came and went because of the writer's strike. You don't have official announcements. And they're supposed to start shooting in January for this, so they should be announcing this fantastic forecast. But do we think any of this shit's real? Or are we just like fucking, the internet's going nuts now about Marvel because they're so upset about the content they've been getting? And that's our featured story, really. Sean, you know, I want to go to Sean because I know Sean knows all these characters. What do you think about these rumor mills going rampant? And do you think that A, if it's real, or is it really just like a product of like Secret Invasion failing and their show's not doing well and fans going fucking nuts?
It's exactly that. I don't really hold much, you know, there's not much salt, or however the fuck you're supposed to say that thing. I don't believe much of these rumors. Yeah, whatever. But like the only thing I semi believe, I think Vanessa Kirby might be Sue Storm. I think that actually would be spot on. I think she did a great job in Mission Impossible. But I honestly, I think what's happening right now is emblematic of larger issues at Disney. Is the stake they've built themselves up. The stakes are really high, and Fantastic Four have never done well on video or on film. We just have never gotten that great take that has just been universally loved and appreciated for anything. I mean, I still think of the Jessica Alba, whoever the fuck played the Mr. Fantastic. He's some British guy. He's like, he tries to kiss her when she's invisible, and she goes, "That's my nose." And it's like, oh god, that's what we're fucking like that's the bar that we're at for Fantastic Four, and yet somehow we just find new ways to come under it. And Marvel is, I mean, this is a flagship title for Marvel. This is the first family of Marvel. This is a big fucking deal. And Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto would be fantastic. I don't hate that, but no, there's nothing happening because of the strikes. So all we can do is speculate. Shady little shit on 8chan or 4chan, whatever, can just seem like Nostradamus predictions at this point. And we're not going to know until the right people want us to know. And that Cassandra Nova thing would be pretty cool. I'm actually all right with that, if that's really true in Deadpool 3. But no, they have to get the next thing right. And especially when everything historically has gone wrong for Fantastic Four.
Why, Sean? That's what I want to know. Why have they been so bad? Like, so just categorically, horribly.
There's just something
What's happening right now?
Sending 4 astronauts into space and rays coming at you and coming back with superpowers in a crash landing. We haven't figured out how to capture that correctly or appropriately on film yet. It just exists, and some things are just not able to be adapted well.
I guess.
I actually heard, aside from Galactus and Denzel not doing it, Antonio Banderas is another thing, like name thrown out, who, again, very nice to see him alive and well in the latest Indiana Jones. And also, what the fuck are you doing here, Antonio Banderas?
It's a hot role, man. Anyone should want to play
my favorite part of that movie. Just FYI, just so you know, he was my favorite part of Indiana Jones with Antonio Banderas. So just stop throwing shade at him.
I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying Marvel have backed them into a corner where the only things left, the stakes are so high. The only things left are these big tentpole characters that mean a lot to the fans, that mean a lot to the continuity and to the comics, and they cannot fuck this up again. And
no, they're gonna. Fucking hot tip, Sean. It's going to happen again.
Yeah.
If the past is anything to go by, they're trash at this. I don't know why. I don't know if just it's based on kind of just a 50s forward-looking Star Trek view of the future combined with kind of a backward-looking I don't know, a Pulp Fiction thing Rockman. Oh, Invisible Lady. So it's kind of a combination.
Invisible Lady.
I feel like I'm having genuine insights here. It's simultaneously forward looking and backward looking, and there's nothing that really resonates. And I mean, they've been trying to really just polish the butt off of these things, and the polish it hasn't been enough to and they put Miles Teller and okay, maybe I've warmed on Miles Teller a little bit maybe with some of his more recent roles, but his Fantastic Four turn was icky.
The only thing I will say that ever was done correctly with Fantastic Four is Norm Macdonald's skit, the origin of the Fantastic Four, on his album Ridiculous. That's the only thing that's ever done.
I've not seen that.
Oh my God, it's fantastic. Highly recommend it. It's just great. It's hilarious.
Link in the description.
Okay, yeah. Throw it in there. Hold on, I'll get it in the chat so everyone can enjoy it. But
there's also Fantastic Four Arrested Development.
Yes, exactly. Right.
Based on the Roger Corman early '90s, late '80s adaptation to retain the rights. Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Sabrina, are you buying any of this? Do you think that Marvel has their shit together, or do you think it's all falling apart?
Yeah, I mean, you have to kind of look at Marvel in general, right? So it started off and it was all crap, right? No one really liked any of it. And then I think Iron Man really was the first super widely well received superhero movie for Marvel, right? So then you go from, who by the way you killed, so thanks for that really smart choice to kill the guy who brought you to this level that you're at now. But how long do you expect them to stay at the top? Like how you can't, it's just, that's not, you build these characters that people know and love, and then they all go away, and then you expect to like be able to find that same magic and that same nostalgia with like new people. But in this case, it's something that's already been done twice and not well either time. So the expectation level is like supremely high. So I don't like, I mean, as far as who the fuck they're casting for what, like Sean says, we're going to find out when we find out. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't really fucking matter because it's all speculation at this point until we know. So 100% on that. But
sure.
For you to, I mean, I don't know. I just to take a twice failed fucking movie franchise and try to reboot it now, especially when you like shit the bed. Like for the past several things that you've done, especially the most recent thing that you've done, which really is not even the most recent thing because Echo is coming out, right? Mm-hmm. So that's also going to shit the bed if I'm fucking not mistaken.
Loki's October, then Echo's in November.
Oh well, Loki. I'm hoping Loki will be good. But anyway, point being, you can't, they can't stay up at the top forever. Like it's not a thing. It's not, they have to come down off of the fucking cloud at some point. So I think it's a reality check for them, and they should realize that they're not, you know, indestructible, and that they should fucking try a little bit fucking harder and do what they did, you know, back when shit was going really well and people were really invested. Because like now you're just like creating this chain that is annoying people, and people who were really invested are kind of like annoyed and fatigued and not into it anymore. And like, you know, like there was a period of time where like I was like, you could fuck yourself on a superhero movie, you know, and then I saw like a couple good ones and I was like, oh, you know what, this isn't so bad. But then I saw a couple bad ones and I was like, well, fuck that, I'm not gonna waste my time doing that again. You know what I mean? Like you can't, I feel like they think they're unfucking touchable and they can do whatever the fuck they want, and that's not the case. And they need to like, whatever it is, like fucking pay the writers. Get a good fucking writer to come in and fucking punch your shit up. You know what I mean? And fucking then and get a really kick-ass cast. And maybe you can do this. I don't have high hopes, unfortunately. I just don't.
I think their whole next phase is kind of just like, whoa, no one's really excited about it anymore. And I agree with you, Sabrina. It's like, they've done this before. They've failed. How do you make it right? And how do you make anything right when you're like letting the fans down constantly? So Marvel, for us, just put it out there. Figure your shit out, because people still want to believe in you, but apparently they're losing hope. Without hope, there's no future.
Brian, you'd make a great Reed Richards. Actually, no, I'm thinking through the people. You got the look, Brian. You basically look like a 1950s test tube with hair. Like I believe you. You're doing moon missions. You're battling imps from other dimensions. You got the whole bag, man.
I'll take it.
We could be the Fantastic Four right here.
Right here.
Oh, you call me? So I'm the Thing, obviously.
Of course.
I was going to fall on that sword. Come on.
Okay, yeah, I'm John.
Come on, you guys.
Johnny
Clearly, I'm the Thing. Brian is
Gender
Storm.
Gender switch. So
Mike, you are the Human Torch.
yeah. So yeah.
John is Mr. Fantastic. I mean, clearly, people.
And I'm Sue Storm.
I said that.
Yeah, you know. So I mean, you know, hey, Sean, I'll be invisible. Find me later.